And now that you are feeling relaxed, it's time to allow yourself to drift deeper now into this calm, relaxing feeling, and be aware that you are perfectly safe and secure, and that for the next 20 minutes or so, there are no distractions that need your attention. In fact, there is nothing at all that you need to do or say as you listen to the sound of my voice. And you will probably find that after a little while, you can simply switch off from my voice and simply just be aware of your own presence in this wonderful world, as you learn the importance and enjoy all the benefits of being mindful and focused. Because being mindful means being aware of yourself and your environment without becoming caught up in the emotional turmoil of emotions, feelings, thoughts, busyness, and outside distractions. Because as you know, we live in a very busy, very rapidly changing world, and our brains are bombarded with distractions and external information right from when we wake up in the morning and right until we go to sleep. And so during what should be our restful sleeping hours, our brains will sometimes continue to work for us to unravel the complexities of all that you have experienced that day. So you have decided that from now on, you are going to spend an allocated amount of time, maybe 15 minutes of the day if that is all that you can spare, to clear your mind and create a different kind of awareness. Perhaps the sort practiced by Buddhists who seem to have mastered the art of being at one with themselves. And the thing is, this can be practiced at any time and any place that you wish. In fact, there is so much in this world that is taken for granted, and our minds are elsewhere whilst completing tasks. For example, you could just be peeling potatoes whilst thinking about what to watch on TV, or just how many jobs there are around your home that still need tackling today. Or maybe you be working at your desk, or whatever it is you do, planning your activities or something else, or participating in one of the multitude of activities in your life, but your attention is actually elsewhere. But all of this is going to change now, because you are going to use your mindfulness time wisely, at least once a day, in order to improve your emotional and physical well-being. Perhaps you will go for a walk in the park on a beautiful warm sunny day and pay attention to the little things in life. You can marvel at the colours and the gracefulness of the butterfly as it flutters from flower to flower, noticing the patterns on its wings or how symmetrical they are, and the route taken as the butterfly flutters to and fro. Or perhaps you will experience the crisp autumn breeze and the beautiful autumn leaves in the park, and really take in the colours and notice the beauty. Or perhaps you will observe the children playing in the park, running around, swinging back and forth, and laughing as they enjoy their innocent childhood games and have such fun. And it could be that you can see yourself as one of those children, carefree, happy, and still new to the world and its ways, and still finding pleasure in even the simplest things in life. Or you might notice the buds and petals on a plant and see how they unfold, revealing their delicate hues or sparkling attire, and think about how this makes you feel. And even tasks that you might previously have disliked could now take on a new meaning for you. For example, if you're washing the dishes, try to be aware of the temperature of the water. Try and notice how that feels on your skin. You could even feel the texture of those shiny soft bubbles and notice the small patterns of light reflected on their surface and the colours as they dance above the water and dissolve into a gentle pop. And then, if you notice the sound of the water as you take those sparkling clean dishes and place them carefully onto the draining board, and feel the sponge in your hand, and when you squeeze it, the water trickles out back into the sink. And you can be aware of your breathing, gentle and rhythmic, just like waves on an ocean. And your body can be like that ocean, with beautiful, peaceful thoughts flowing through your mind, calm and peaceful feelings flowing through your body. And as you breathe, slowly and rhythmically, notice the thoughts that enter your mind and stand aside from those thoughts and just simply let them be. Because one thought can merge into another thought and a new chain begins. Associated snippets of information modified by your emotions and your memories. And then where did that original thought go to, as it seems to just disappear into thin air? You begin to realise that you are not actually your thoughts, and perhaps you could just think of them as energy waves that float through your mind. And as you notice those thoughts, you recognise then they're not as important as you used to think they were. Old worries, old cares, and anxious thoughts begin to just pass over your head. They have no place within you, because these thoughts are not you after all. They can disappear so easily. Neither do they belong to you. So just let them go. And over a short period of time, you will find that from practicing mindfulness exercises, you can actually open your mind to creative thoughts and allow these thoughts, which aren't you either, but you can take away what is useful to you and apply them to an area of your life that could be improved. You are becoming aware of positives and negatives and how necessary these two poles are for a balanced view. And this is why you now see both sides of the coin, realizing that when tails are down and heads are up, there is always another point of view. And perhaps you could liken your mind to a rider on horseback, racing through a leafy green forest, as you watch out for overhanging branches that may hit you in the face if you do not avoid them. Because you were single-mindedly focusing on branches, your rider mind missed the boulder lying on the ground, poised and ready to send rider mind and horse flying. But now, because you are mindful, you've become more attentive to what is around you, and you give yourself full permission to be aware of your environment and even yourself. So always remember, your life is made up of moments, and each moment is different and new. And concentrate once more on your breathing, of the warmth of your breath on your lip. You are breathing the same air as was once inhaled and exhaled by some of the world's leading people. And if you think about it, over the centuries, this air has undergone its own natural purification process. So as you breathe in, just imagine that you are breathing in this beautiful, clean, pure air. You inspire yourself with the creativity, the life force, and goodness into your lungs. And perhaps you could imagine this inspiration as brilliant, pure, white, cleansing light. And then, using your heart, double and treble the goodness until that brilliant white light mutes into a soft, gentle pink light. And then simply breathe out the goodness and purity of thought and creativity within the pink light, sending messages of love and peace to embrace the whole world. In fact, you could imagine yourself as a visitor from out of space, suddenly inhabiting a strange physical body. How does it feel to be in this body? What can it do? How does it move around? What do those hands and feet do? And what are those physical sensations within your new body? And yet again, those thoughts flitting in and out of your mind, where do they come from and where do they go? And now you see everything around you as if for the very first time, like someone who was blind for the whole of their life, who has suddenly had their vision turned on. So I will now be quiet for a moment or two as you become one with yourself and your surroundings. And when you next hear my voice, you will be ready to come back to your present conscious existence with a refreshed and alert, conscious frame of mind. Good. So now that you have discovered and experienced the benefits of mindfulness, you can practice this technique on a daily basis whenever is convenient for you. And each time you do, you will learn something new. Your self-awareness will be heightened, and you will be more in tune with your environment. Your mind will become clear and focused, and you will become so much calmer and so much more relaxed whenever you wish to be calm and to be relaxed. So bringing your awareness back to my voice, preparing yourself to return to the here and now, as I am going to count the numbers 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, coming slowly back. 4, eyelids beginning to flutter. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, mind and body returning to normality.